Hello, Spectre Seekers. Nan and Amy's here. We are back at the little water spot next to the pirate Witta ship, the Witta ship, which was it was actually a slaver, and the pirates took it over, and they set the slaves free and gave them work and put them to work as crew on the ship, which I think for that time period was absolutely beyond their time. Pirates voted, they understood democracy, and so I have a soft spot in my heart for pirates. They didn't act in terms of racist. They freed the slaves that were bound for Bermuda, put them to work as crewmen, and they could be free as long as they were on the ship. And I love that. I don't know what this is. It looks almost like a little tent in someone's backyard, doesn't it? Or a crypt or something. But anyway, so there's my pinwheel. And it's trying to move. I got a little bit of breeze going. Enough to maybe help them move it. I would love it if young John King, who was the cabin boy on the Witta, would show himself. Wow, look at that. That has nothing to do with a pirate ship, or does it? Modern day pirates, perhaps, But anyway, that's interesting. That looks like guys from the 50s, doesn't it? And earlier I got a picture of a bunch of children who look like they were from the 40s. So we're getting there. We're at least getting images. I don't know what they mean, but we're getting them. Thank you, spirits. If I could just combine the spirit box and the SEER, I'd be made in the shade. I'd be golden. This little waterway happens to be right on a highway. Well, a main road anyway, as you can see by things going by there. So, spirits. Any spirits from the Witta? The Witta Pirate Museum is right over here. I'm in their yard, basically. And I'm hoping to hear from young John King, the cabin boy. I get King quite often. Or, I can't remember the names of anybody but the captain. Sam Bellamy is the captain of the ship. And his lady love's name was Maria. We're getting some good stuff today. Ooh, what is that? Some beautiful artwork. Thank you, spirits. I don't know what it is, but it looks like blue flame, and blue flame is a spiritual thing. Thank you so much, spirits. That's awesome. You're doing a great job. You really are. You've come up with about 3 images so far. Thank you so much. For some reason, this is a good spot. It gives us a little waterway to watch. And we're getting good internet, so we're getting good images. But yeah, the story of the Witta, she sailed in 1717. And she was bringing some poor souls from Africa to the sugar fields in Bermuda, and Captain Sam Bellamy chased them for 3 days and ran her down and captured the ship and took her over and made her part of his fleet. In the process, as I said before, he released the slaves and trained them to be crewmen. 60% of his crew is known to have been persons of color. And I like that. That makes me think Mr. Sam Bellamy, whether he was a pirate or not, he was a pirate because he wanted fast money. He wanted to make some money so he could go back home and ask Maria for her hand. That's all. He wasn't trying to be bad or mean or evil. And he proved that by releasing the slaves and giving them as best a life as they were going to have in those times. So I rather like Sam Bellamy. Of all the pirates, he's probably my favorite for that reason. Any more artists out there? You've been doing such a great job with your images. I don't like to walk because I jiggle the camera. I have such heavy footfalls that I can't help but jiggle the camera. Here we go again. That's awesome. What is that? Looks like we're looking out a window, doesn't it? Is that all it is? Just some poor little dark spirit shadow thing in a field of what looks to be yellowish or white, but still looking out a window. Huh. How very strange. So, that was a weird one. But thank you, spirits. I do appreciate your images, every single one of them. It shows me you're trying. Pretty soon we'll have roses to look at. Some of these bushes are sea roses, beach roses. Doing such a great job. I appreciate it, I really do. What other story can I tell? They found the widow in 30 feet of water. She went down in a gale, a nor'easter, off the coast of, I forget what town it was. Started with a W. But anyway, they found her in only 30 feet of water, which means they couldn't have been that far offshore. And from the story that you can Google, 144 hands were lost. So it says it was just one ship, but I don't see how that could be with that many people. But anyway, I'm hearing these windy flags flapping. Those flags right there, there's the widow and her flags. John King, I got some things you can play with here. I've got a pinwheel and a teeny tiny bell that you could ring. I would love it so much if some of you widow spirits would come through and ring the bell and spin the pinwheel. Guys, I got your treasure map here. I got your treasure map. Over 50 locations where you might find the treasure of the famous pirates of the East Coast. Okay, now that's quite an image. What on earth is that? Are we going back to the Stone Age or what? Or is that a strange elephant that they're trying to show me that they saw on one of their journeys? Wow, what is that? Guys, what is that? Holy moly. But we sure are getting some cool images. And I thank the spirits for that very much. Very, very much. Thank you so much, spirits. You're entertaining us nicely here. So yeah, poor Maria. Her Sam never did return. I hope she found someone that she liked as much as him. Sure, Sam doesn't feel that way. But life must go on. You know? Life must go on. That was quite an image, that last one. I can't wait to see what my Spectre Seekers think of that. Well, Spectre Seekers, I guess maybe I should sign off on this one. I do appreciate you hanging out with me when you could be anywhere on the internet. Little shout out to Native Pride Paranormal. Thank you so much for sharing my videos, and everybody who's come along, and my, I believe it's 112 subscribers. Thank you so much. You're awesome. And as always, spirits, I love you. I will be back. Nobody can attach to me. Nobody can attach to my equipment. Nobody can attach to my truck. Thank you again, spirits. Till next time, I'll be back.